Good morning, Jennifer. Do you remember anything new? I see. You remember one of them. But that's still not good enough. You're such a silly girl. Hurry, hurry, read the story, Jennifer. So, we're doing Mermaid Princess next. And just like in the Sir Peter chapter, this chapter contains a lot of undertones of child sexual abuse, which they permeate the entire game, really, but especially in this chapter, like even more in the Sir Peter chapter. Jennifer found Mermaid Princess. Mermaid Princess. A long, long time ago, Star Wars reference, the Mermaid Princess fell in love with a human prince. But for years her love went unrequited. Before long, she was old and decrepit. All alone even on the day of her death. The poor, poor princess of the Sea Kingdom. Who'd ever want to become an ugly woman like her? August 1930. Mermaid Princess. When the unlucky girl closed the storybook, the strong-willed princess was there in the room, and said sourly, "Rats, the fish is gone. Mr. Hoffman will be furious. You should be looking for your own precious thing." Everything's tied up. So many things are tied up now. Shortbread.
Go. Come. Go. Brown.
Oh yeah, I need to... There's nothing inside. There's the mansion inside. Maybe it's representing how... how the mansion, like, deteriorated after the adults left. No way! There's no such thing! This month's gift, an unmarried mermaid. Is there nothing up here? I love the music in this chapter. It's like the piano it gets louder and louder in the background until they're, like, banging on it. And then it just goes back to being soft. Like that, see? Like, banging on the piano. And then just goes back to normal. It's really nice. I mean, the music is always nice, but I think it's especially nice for this chapter because it's just something, like, underlyingly sinister. It's also, I guess, getting lower and lower, which suggests, like, sinking down into the sea or something. The cold princess and the wise-looking princess were talking. The unlucky girl quietly listened in. Diana was quite upset. Don't you think that was too much? We had to do it. Besides, there's no such thing as mermaids. Don't you agree, Meg? You're right. That was the only thing we could do. Then the wise-looking princess asked, How about you, Jennifer? Do you believe in mermaids? The cold princess said, They're such beautiful and pure creatures. You're looking for a mermaid too, aren't you? Then you'd better hurry. Diana might find it before you. Jennifer found fish scale. It's a fish scale, shiny and blue. So, the mermaid symbolism. I hear a lot of people have lots of, like, theories about, like, oh, it symbolizes how Hoffman gave Clara an abortion because it represents her inability to give birth, and the fact that she didn't give birth because she... But, like... And I don't think that that's necessarily wrong. I said before, I don't think the abortion theory is necessarily wrong, but I do have an issue with people treating it like it's, like, complete, like, fact, and, like, kind of bending the narrative to suit their own theory about it. Honestly, the mermaid symbolism, I think it's really just as simple as mermaids do not have genitals, and therefore, well, we're talking about, like, you can finish the thought. They don't have to worry about, like, growing up, being sexually abused, and, I guess, part of Diana's arc involves, the concept of the loss of innocence, things like that. Like, I really don't think it has to be as complicated as... you know. Oh, that gives me... makes me nervous.
Go.
No, wait. I wanted to go over here. Wait, no, I wanted to see something over here too. Damn it. Doesn't look like anything changed in here. There is something interesting in the Goat Sisters chapter, though. So I keep thinking maybe there'll be something here, too. Everything's... Whoa, what the heck is that? Something hanging there? Yeah, we're gonna go over here, and we haven't explored over... We haven't gotten to explore over here in any of the chapters yet. The blood's still here. There's no way. No way I could read that. I'm terrible at... I can write cursive, I can't read it, though. Which, like, I guess... isn't a good sign. Why did Brown... I don't understand why he... went moonwalking near the gate, acting like... like he found something. Yeah. Oh, we can't go up there either. But then when I go around the gate, he's like, oh, there's nothing there. Like, what? What's wrong with you, Brown? He slipped. He does that a lot while going down the stairs, too. Where am I going? The first time I played this game, and the fact that I was doing it on, like, native resolution on an actual PS2, I thought that she wasn't wearing a shirt because her shirt's the same color as her skin, pretty much. Who knows, maybe that's intentional.
Go!
I also thought she wasn't wearing a shirt in that one scene where she's cleaning the floor in the ones in the funeral chapter. It says play bottom of the sea. And what does that mean? Does it mean the song is called Bottom of the Sea?
Go.
How is there only one thing that you found here, Brown? Can I go back? I can.
Go. Go.
Remember, the airship is like a giant fish. Meat cleaver. And I looked it up. And this is a little better, than the ice pick. So even when I get the ice pick, the meat cleaver will be better. It's a fish's head that's been chopped off its body. Brown tripped again. Why did you say that you found this? You lied to me, Brown. I can never trust you again. This is so weird. I know Diana's around here somewhere. Why didn't I run into her? Did she just run away because I look very threatening now? Why? Okay, scone clothespin. What's the other thing that the shortbread finds? I guess I could just look it up. Ah, here she is. The fish has got to be this way. I just know it. I don't know why they're looking for the fish. When if someone stole it from the tank, it's obviously dead. Like, Mr. Hoffman's gonna be mad that they killed his prized koi. But I guess it's debatable which one, how much of the story is literal or not. Was it literally a doll that he had in there? Or not? And when he's yelling at Diana in the FMV, he says, "Who did this? Who made this mess?" Like he's mad that they made a mess, not that they killed his fish. I guess it makes sense that we go to the tail. In the part of the game where it's all like based around why am I having such a hard time? Like, it's this chapter. If I had to choose any chapter to not, like, stutter, then it would be this one, because it's probably one of the most talked about. Note that in order to find all films, Goat Sisters must be done before Mermaid Princess. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Mermaid Princess happens before Goat Sisters chronologically. So I guess we can't get all the films, because I've already did this first. I should know this, because I wrote the damn guide on the wiki when I was like 14. And then the Silent Hill circumcision guy, who I used to be friends with at the time, still editing wikis to this day. And like ruin the whole fucking wiki. None of what I said just now is wrong. It is completely true. He was like my best friend, back in, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, just like Google Silent Hill foreskin guy. He was like my best friend all throughout high school, my best internet friend. And we used to edit wikis together, and we adopted the Rule of Rose wiki, and that was like 10 years ago, and there was basically nothing on it. We spruced it up, made it look all pretty. He got pretty obsessed with it. We added lots of information. I went through the game and I did all the search quests, and I don't even really remember that much, but I wrote everything down. And, like, I found a lot of the stuff with the search quest. Like, I did it all myself back when there was barely any information about the game. Oh. Chocolate. Well, that was worth it, don't you think? So if you go on that wiki and you find stuff that's written very badly and stupidly and assumes a lot of things that aren't, like, confirmed, that's probably... It's not my fault. This is Silent Hill circumcision, guys, but fault. But if you see any good things on the wiki, then I probably wrote them. There's absolute fucking garbage on there now, like how Diana is a developing psychopath. And it's just like, I don't know, don't go on the wiki. I say don't go on the wiki, but it's like the most, it's the most information out of everything online about Rule of Rose that's collected there. Machines are operating smoothly. I went on there to grab some images for, like, a joke I was making on, like, Discord, and I went on there and it was the craziest shit. Just about, like, Jennifer shares similarities to Fiona from Haunting Ground. However, she's far less sexualized and doesn't have boob jiggle. Like, writing stuff like that completely in earnest. Like, that sounds okay to write. That sounds professional. What is the point of letting me go up here? Just, like, to show that I can? Anyway, enough talking about the wiki. I felt like I should probably mention it. What am I doing? No. Okay, I think there's an imp here. Holding one of the knives. Doll legs. The top half of the doll is missing.
Go! Go. Go.
Something they could have done in this game is make the find targets easier to switch, I guess.
Go. Go.
Damn it! Just wasting your time.
Go.
What's going on?
Go.
What about this time? Okay, whatever. Doll legs. Oh, I should probably explain the symbolism in this chapter. I think it... Well, this is Diana's chapter, and it might seem like it's Clara's chapter, but I think that was really intended to show the parallels between Clara and Diana. I think they both worried about being stuck at the orphanage forever. And of course, Hoffman was obviously abusing Clara sexually, and... trying to look for the one with the knife. And there's evidence that he started grooming Diana. And there's a lot of unused Clara audio. She actually only has one audio line in the game that was used. And that's how dirty that she says when she first, when you first meet her. But there's like lots of really interesting unused audio that's on the disc that has been data mined that you can find from her. A lot of lines like with her saying, "I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I don't want to be alone," and things like that. And like the whole time crying. She also says, are you alright? And there was a scene that was pieced together from the remaining animations and models, and there it is. And audio that is on the disc, and it is of Clara tending to Wendy in bed. And I don't know, I can't make any judgments about like why these lines were removed. Maybe it made the whole Clara subplot too obvious. Maybe the controversy with the game started to surface. Like, a lot of it arose from, like, people overreacting to the trailers and stuff, and taking things very literally, like the whole being buried alive thing, which was a huge controversy, like the part where Jennifer's pushed into the coffin, and a lot of people took that as like, oh, in the game you must bury someone alive, and that's part of the gameplay. That's so messed up. We need to ban this game, but whatever. So maybe they removed a lot of the stuff, because a lot of the stuff that was changed seems to have been changed pretty late in development. But, and like I said before, the unused audio, it was not used, and therefore it is not canon, but we can make judgments about what was intended for the characters based on the audio that is in the game. I think there's a fine line to walk with that, to, like, not take the audio and the content that was unused at face value, as if it is canon, but also, like, say, like, hey, this could point to some of the stuff that was unexplained in the game. What was I saying? Anyway. I think this is probably another case. He looks like he's stroking something, but there's nothing there. And Jennifer backs away. I didn't do that. Mermaid room. I think this is another case of Jennifer probably witnessing something as a child, like witnessing this as a child and not being able to understand it, and therefore, like, rationalizing it, like with the whole mermaid thing, and also the scene in the funeral chapter where she's just cleaning, but there's obviously something off about it. What is with the stock scream? I don't understand. Okay, so there are... There are a lot of things I can say about this. I've already explained... Whoa! I've already explained what I think about the whole mermaid symbolism overall. She's also tied with rope. Pretty self-explanatory. There are scratches around her body that suggest, well, injury, but they also kind of look like gills. Oh my gosh, I haven't done anything. The vomit could, it could represent pregnancy. It could also just be a representation of, like, general disgust. Oh. Oh my gosh. Whenever you turn around, you, like, walk forward a little. Yeah, this is the hardest boss in the game. It's really annoying. The injuries on her body could, I don't know, it could be a lot of things. Self-mutilation, evidence of an abortion, just injuries she sustained while being assaulted. And there's also Diana's, remember the opening sequence with Diana's bandage on her thigh? That could be evidence of that as well. Just staying here, because if I move, it's gonna damage me. It's really annoying. I've said pretty much all I want to say. You can figure out the rest for yourself. That was a girl laughing, at the door, so that wasn't Thomas. I think that was, I mean, it was probably Diana. That makes sense. Wow. Ugh. The steel pipe might actually be better for this battle because it's better at reaching her. Battle that can be very fun and strategic in a game with better combat. I'm doing so badly. Kind of looks like pea soup. I guess that makes sense. I was trying not to move! This is way worse than I did before. Her feet are, of course, tied up. Whatever. I've explained all the symbolism that I want to. You think that's enough vomit? Great hit detection. That was just comedy. You gotta love when Jennifer's head clipped through the wall. Almost done, probably. Your goal is to get behind her, but it's like really hard to do that.
What in blazes? Just who did this? Who made this mess? Was it you? Go on, tell me. Answer me, Diana. No new mummy or daddy will ever want you if you don't like that. No, I won't be angry. Just answer me. It was you, wasn't it? You were in charge after all.
Yuck! How disgusting. Ugh. Oh, now I see. It was you. It was your fault that I got into trouble. Give it here. Oh my, I see a stain. I've got to clean it up, or Mr. Hoffman will be angry with me.
Mermaid doll, a slip of paper is peeking out of its tummy. I am yours, even in death. Mermaid Princess. A long, long time ago, the Mermaid Princess fell in love with a human prince. But for years, her love went unrequited. Before long, she was old and decrepit. All alone even on the day of her death. The poor, poor princess of the Sea Kingdom. Who'd ever want to become an ugly woman like her? I am yours even in death. The unlucky girl remembered the promise she made to her dear friend, and so she wrote it on the chalkboard. So she'd never forget it ever again. I am yours,